It was February 26th, 4 in the morning. And it just all went downhill so fast. Describe what happened the day the house burned down.
Well, I'll start because I was the first one up. The dogs had been barking half the night, and I thought that I didn't know what was going on with them, but they barked and barked and barked, and we couldn't get them to sleep, so I took them back to Faith's room. So I thought maybe they would be asleep back there. And then a few minutes later, she came back in there and goes, "Now I'm awake, Mom."
I went into the kitchen. I was like, "Hey, Mom, you woke me up." She told me to go back to my room, and I was like, "Okay." I went back to there, and I just laid on the bed. My door was open, and it was hot. So I went back out to the room, because it was hot, and I was gonna turn down the air. Vanessa's room was right in front of my room. You turn, then the back hallway. And I turned, and it was like, there's fire, and then I ran, and I didn't think of anything else.
The next thing I know, Faith is coming back to the bedroom, to my room, and hollering that the house is on fire. I yelled at Eric to get up, and then I yelled at my husband to get up, told Faith to get out of the house.
My first instinct was to run outside. I didn't grab anything. I left my phone there, everything, my clothes, all that. And me and my little sister were the only ones outside, and it was about 15 minutes until my mom and my older sister came outside,
and then went back to the bedroom to get Vanessa up in the back of the house, which was on the other side of where the fire was. And when I did that, by the time I went to Vanessa's room, we couldn't get back through the hallway. We had to crawl out her window.
My dad was the only one who wasn't outside, and it was like 10 minutes after my mom and my sister were outside. And
once the fire was discovered, I was in a dilemma to get dressed and get out, and I got trapped, and then I had no other alternative but just to walk through the smoke. And I started walking and blacked out almost, and I was screaming, and Eric was at the door and darted in.
I heard him screaming in the living room, and I ran back in to get him.
Couldn't see anything he said. He just was going to the sound, and I was going to his sound, and then he touched my arm, and we tripped over the couch going out, and we made it to the outside. And then when I did, I was spitting up black soot and everything in my lungs. So no, I don't think I would have blacked out right there in the living room probably, and nobody.
Because the house just
They
was
wouldn't
engulfed
have
that
seen
fast.
me, because I would have been laying on the floor. You wouldn't have known where I was at. So yeah, we just we're very blessed to get out with our lives. God blessed us with that.
It took fire department about 45 minutes to get there, so we were all just waiting outside, waiting for them to show up.
I guess I just kept thinking that they were going to get the fire out, but it just kept burning. It didn't stop.
Eric's been one of my best buds for a long time. We've known each other since like 9th grade. I didn't know what to think. It was kind of like a shock hearing that your best friend's house burned down. My immediate reaction was I just wanted to see if I could help him.
I had just woken up and we were on the way to my aunt's house, and Ian Shelley had texted my sister and said, "Hey, me and Eric wear the same clothes, or same size clothes and stuff, so he could come over and stay with me for a little bit." And
I let him stay at my house, let him wear my clothes. He hasn't given back some of my clothes yet. Hopefully he will soon.
I stayed with him for about 3 weeks until we got situated with a hotel. that was the only time I had cried during this whole experience.
Probably just that you don't think about the things you've lost till they're gone. And when we lost our puppies, and just, you don't think about stuff like that until I know it's silly, but you look for a pen or a pair of earrings and you're like, oh wait, all that's gone.
I cried. I was like, what am I supposed to do when I find out that my dogs are dead?
Owen Cathcart, me and him were really close friends around this time. And he made a GoFundMe that raised about $1,600. People, like a lot of my teachers donated to the GoFundMe Owen Cathcart created. And that really it made me happy because it showed that they cared.
And people complete strangers would donate things that we didn't even know about. People that I went to church with would bring me $20 that somebody they saw that they told about the fire would give them some money and say, here, just give this to her. They tell them to do something with it. Random people that we didn't even know. The people that I worked with were really good. They collected some money and lots of prayers and just a shoulder to cry on when you needed it, because it just hits you when you don't even know it. All of a sudden you're just crying, and it's okay. We lived in that home for over 20 years. And now they've actually torn it down about a month ago. It was bulldozed down, so nothing left but the foundation.
So we stayed in the hotel for about a month and a half. Then we went and got a condo. That was for the summer, and that's where we stayed until about August maybe. And then we got into the house, we got all that situated, moved in here, and I'm really liking it.
Everything back that we needed, and then some. Everything that was in the fire that was destroyed, we'll get it all back. And we have a home. We're safe.
Now that we moved into this new house, our family's happier than ever. We couldn't ask for any more than what we have, and we're just living a good life, I guess.